Well, thank you for spending part of your Tuesday morning here with us on Virginia This Morning. I'm Jessica Null, along with Mr. Bill Bevins. Good to see you. Did you know that tooth problems can signal that your body is suffering from deeper health-related issues?
Our first guest is a board-registered dentist that wants to discuss 5 warning signs from your mouth that you should pay attention to. His new book is called The Dental Diet, and we welcome Dr. Stephen Lin to Virginia This Morning. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, I'm of an age where I can remember when you went to the dentist, they just worked on your teeth. And here in the last several years, they're like looking under your tongue, looking at your gums, and doing all the other things. That had to be a real big shift in the last several years.
Yeah, it has been a shift. We've had a big advance in the scientific knowledge, what we understand of how the mouth connects to the body. And actually our teeth and dental health really are one of the best signposts for how the rest of your body is going. It's a fascinating area of understanding your body and understanding how food shapes your entire life health.
So they are revealing things that are going on or maybe developing. Is it an early indicator by the time it's starting to develop in the mouth, or are these things already seriously manifesting in the body by the time you're seeing it in the mouth?
Yeah, absolutely. So dental diseases are long-term processes. So what we see is that the early signs show up first in the mouth. So things like bleeding gums, that is one of the early signs of inflammation in the body that we now know translates to the gut, which we can then translate to many other disease processes in the body. So diseases like type 2 diabetes, obesity, sleep apnea, Alzheimer's disease and dementia, these are all conditions that we can actually start understanding the processes in the mouth first.
Fascinating.
Crooked
teeth. Now, are we talking about crooked teeth in children or in adults or both, or because you say that's a sign as well?
So there's a new budding orthodontic model now where we can intervene in kids' dental growth. So we can actually prevent braces, and food is the way to do that. In the dental diet, we talk about the nutrients that grow.
Now he tells us after I paid for all of those things. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah, yes. Well, this is our problem that we've had with our teeth. We've gone to the dentist to get our teeth fixed, but it's all about understanding why it's happening in the first place and really getting behind the reasons. And food really are those answers. Yeah.
You just piqued a lot of interest right now. People are saying, wait a second, what? Food is going to change or possibly even prevent having to do braces?
Absolutely. So the big thing we need to understand about the jaw is that it's a hungry growing process. And so for kids, we need to get in there and make sure they're eating the right nutrients, the fat-soluble vitamins. We know that these grow bones. And so what we need to do is make sure they're getting enough of these from their diets. And we've stripped these nutrients, vitamin A, vitamin D, and vitamin K2 from the diet. And so the low-fat diet, for instance, took these foods out. In the dental diet, we learn how to reincorporate them back in, understand where they come from, how to find those special foods that have them.
So if you've had braces in the past, what can we do at this point?
So the thing about crooked teeth is that it's a sign that the jawbone hasn't grown properly. So what the jaw does is it expands and grows. The teeth fit. They're just a symptom. So crooked teeth are a symptom that your jawbone hasn't grown enough. Now that's a sign that your airway hasn't developed, because above the jawbone sits the airway. So our teeth are actually a sign whether our airways have developed. So if you snore, if you, for instance, grind your teeth at night, it might be a sign of a breathing problem. So that's very important. We learned that oxygen is the #1 nutrient and that the teeth are the sign of how you're breathing.
You've put together so many great things in this book. We mentioned those 5 warning signs at the beginning. You talked about bleeding gums. What are some of the other signs that we should be looking for?
Yeah, so things like teeth grinding, snoring, anything to do with if you have like sensitivity with the teeth, like pain, like biting, pain on biting. All of those are signs that your mouth isn't happy, and they're very often very early signs that there's a process happening that you can fix with your diet.
Right. And speaking of diet, you include some great recipes here.
Yeah, absolutely. The great thing about getting back into and reintroducing whole, fat-filled foods is that they're great tasting, right? Yeah. And we do take away our relationship away from sugar. And so something with patients is that I've always found that it's hard to get them away from sugar. Dentists have been trying to do this for a long time. We need to give them the foods. There's a 40-day meal plan in the book to help us go through these steps.
It's hard to get them away from sugar, but it's hard.
She points at me.
But it's hard to get sugar away from you. It's in everything anymore.
It really, really is everything. It really is, and it's a problem you have to go through. There's a recipe up on the screen there. It's a coconut oil and cacao powder chocolate sauce. Now, so it doesn't, it looks like a chocolate sauce. You can put it on a yogurt, but this is how we replace sugar. You can trick your body into actually understanding how these fats nourish us and then eating those foods instead.
One quick last question, and that you've got on here that there are drugstore buys that your teeth and smile will love. What are those?
Well, so I always get questions about what should I buy for a great mouth, and everyone thinks toothpaste or mouthwash. We shouldn't be thinking about disinfecting the mouth. We should be thinking about nourishing it. So actually, vitamin D and vitamin K2 are probably the two most crucial things you can buy for your mouth. You can get them right down as a supplement at your local drugstore.
Great insights. Thank you so much.
Some great tips. Thank you, Dr. Lin, for coming in today.
His new book is called The Dental Diet. It's now available.